Artificial intelligence just leveled up. Google fixed how chatbots think. China built a math monster from a weakling. Meta launched a billion-dollar AI superteam. Microsoft created a medical system that diagnoses better than doctors. And Xiaomi? They dropped smart glasses that make Ray-Bans look like toys. It's been a wild week in AI. So buckle up. Let's break it all down. Google DeepMind's breakthrough. Artificial intelligence just got a serious reality check and a major upgrade thanks to Google. DeepMind. You see, for years, AI models have been trained to give us answers we like. Polished, confident, sometimes even eloquent, but not necessarily true. Why? Because of something called a reward model, a system that teaches AI what's a good answer. The problem? These models are often wrong. They tend to reward style over substance. A response might sound nice or be well formatted, but deep down it could be nonsense. But now, DeepMind, along with researchers from McGill University and MA, have created something game-changing. Chrome, short for causally robust reward modeling. And no, it's not a browser, but it might just reshape how AI thinks. Here's the magic. Instead of training with random examples, Chrome teaches models the difference between actual quality and fake polish. They created pairs of answers. In some pairs, the factual content changed. These are causal augmentations. In others, only the tone or style changed, the neutral augmentations. Chrome learns to respond only when the real quality of the answer changes, not when it just sounds fancier. They train Chrome using Gemini 2.0 no flash and a high-quality dataset called Ultra. Feedback filled with real human opinions. Then they tested it on 3 different models: Gemma 2.9b, Qwen 2.57b, and a smaller Gemma 2.2b. 3 rigorous tests followed. Reward bench to check ranking accuracy. Reword bench to see if flashy wording distracted the model. Wild guard test to challenge safety on dangerous prompts. And the results? Outstanding. Plus 13% improvement in safety. Plus 7% improvement in reasoning. Even under pressure, Chrome held firm. It avoided harmful content without becoming overly cautious. It didn't fall for pretty formatting. It stayed focused on what matters: truth, logic, and value. So what's the takeaway? Chrome is teaching AI to be honest, to focus, to ignore distractions. And if this becomes the new standard, the next generation of chatbots might not just be smart, but trustworthy. What would it mean to live in a world where you can finally trust what your AI says? The rise of AI in the real world. Just a few years ago, self-driving cars sounded like science fiction. In 2019, people still laughed at the idea of handing control to a machine. Today, over 400,000 Teslas drive themselves daily, silently proving the doubters wrong. But that's just the surface. While no one was watching, AI adoption surged by 270% in just 3 years. It's no longer a niche tool for coders and startups. It's the engine behind the world's most efficient companies. In fact, businesses that have embraced AI are now 15% more productive than those who haven't. And according to McKinsey, AI is on track to add $13 trillion to the global economy by 2030. But here's the flip side. It will also displace 375 million jobs, pushing people to retrain and reskill at an unprecedented pace. That's why it's no longer optional to learn about AI. It's survival. And the clock is ticking. In or out skill, a free immersive 2-day AI training that used to cost nearly $900. Now it's 100% free for this community. No boring lectures. This is 16 hours of real hands-on learning. Prompt engineering, 20+ powerful AI tools. Workflow automation, no code. AI for Excel, PowerPoint, business. A video and image generation. Building AI agents from scratch. Whether you're in marketing, tech, HR, sales, or something else, this will change how you work. People from over 40 countries have joined already. The future isn't waiting. It's already here. Will you be ready? or left behind. And hey, if you haven't yet, the beginning. Subscribe now, because everything we just covered, that's only China's breakthrough, real reasoning in AI. While DeepMind fixed chatbot thinking, a Chinese team had a different goal: pure reasoning power. At Shanghai Xiaodong University, they trained AI to handle complex math problems using step-by-step logic, known as chain of thought. They tried reinforcement learning on the Llama model family. But instead of getting smarter, Llama just rambled. Responses ballooned up to 4,000 tokens, without better results. Their fix? A two-stage plan called Stable Then Decay. 1. Train with 200 billion tokens of high-quality math data. 2. Split into 3 models. A long branch keeps all reasoning steps. Short branch summarizes. Hybrid branch, balanced output. They named the model family OctoAnchor. They tested it on GSM 8K, Math 500, Olympia Bench, American Math Competition 2023. Results? OctoAnchor outperformed original Llama by 10% or more. The long version matched Quen, a model famous for logic. Even better, OctoAnchor didn't fall into the too long, no value trap. Its answers were clean, accurate, and structured. Lesson? If you train the base model right, reinforcement learning actually works. If you don't, it just makes things messy, eh? If you're finding this breakdown useful, now's the perfect time to subscribe. AI is evolving daily. Don't miss what's next. Click the button, and let's keep exploring this together. Meta's billion-dollar talent grab. Smarter models mean bigger competition. And Meta isn't sitting still. Mark Zuckerberg just launched Meta Superintelligence Labs. The new group merges all of Meta's frontier AI under one roof. In just 1 week, AI has fixed how it learns truth, DeepMind, gained real reasoning power, China, o recruti de elite minds, Meta, diagnosed better than doctors, Microsoft, and gone sci-fi with glasses, Xiaomi. Now it's your turn. 1. Will AI become more useful or just more dangerous? 2. Which breakthrough excited you the most? Chrome, OctoAnchor, or MAIDXO? 3. Are we moving too fast or just fast enough? Tell me in the comments. I read every one. If this amazed you, smash the like button, subscribe, and share it. Because this isn't the end. It's the beginning of the next evolution in intelligence.
The day the AI world shifted. Let's not sugarcoat it. What happened this week in AI is historic. Tencent, BU, and Huawei didn't just launch new models. They unleashed a wave that's shaking Silicon Valley to its core. These aren't weak open models for academics. These are next-gen systems faster, more scalable, and completely free. In just days, they've outpaced companies like OpenAI, and instead of locking it all behind APIs, they gave it to the world. This isn't just technology. It's a power move, a political statement, and the beginning of a new AI order. And yes, you're part of this story now. ADCTA. If you're watching this, you're already part of something bigger. Subscribe now to stay ahead of the next wave. What comes next will change everything. Tencent drops the bomb. Meet Hunyuan A13B. Tencent's surprise release, Hunyuan A13B, is a technical beast. Think of a Formula One engine hidden inside a family SUV. 80 billion parameters, only 13 billion activated at runtime. It's the power of a heavyweight without the energy bill. Plus, Noink equals high-speed answers. Think equals step-by-step reasoning. Speed or strategy? You decide. Question: if you could choose how your AI thinks fast or deeply, what would you use it for? The largest AI training diet ever. This isn't just another AI model, it's a supercomputer with memory. Hunyuan A13B was trained on a mind-blowing 20 trillion tokens. To put that into perspective, that's more text than most LLMs see across their entire existence combined. And Tencent didn't stop there. They expanded the model's memory window, first to 32,000 tokens, then to an insane 256,000 tokens. That means this model can process entire Book 7 conversations across days or weeks without forgetting or losing the thread. How did they keep it stable? With something called NTK-aware positional encoding. In simple terms, it's like giving the AI a supercharged memory map to stay coherent, no matter how long the prompt is. This isn't just machine learning. This is cognitive emulation at scale. Fast or smart? You get both. Most models are one speed, either fast and sloppy or slow and thoughtful. But Hunyuan A13B, you choose how it thinks with a simple prompt command. Type, noink, and it kicks into high-speed mode, perfect for summaries, rapid replies, or automation. Type, think, and it slows down, reasoning step by step through complex logic or technical tasks. It's like driving a car that shifts between race mode and cruise control based on your command. Do you trust an AI more when it lets you control the pace? Because that's the kind of user power Hunyuan is introducing. This isn't a chatbot. This is a thinking partner you can command. Real tools, real tasks, real learning. This isn't just theory. Tencent trained A13B on 20,000 plus real-world tool interactions. Code, spreadsheets, searches, logic verification. And it learns from its mistakes, penalizing wrong answers, evolving every step of the way. This is not a static model. It's a dynamic system that gets better the more you use it. Question: if you had an AI that improved with every task, what industry problem would you solve first? Chapter 6. The numbers don't lie. The benchmarks say it all. 89.1 on BBH, 84.7 on ZebraLogic, 83.9 on MBPP, 69.3 on Multiple, 78.3 on BFCL v3, 61.2 on Funkbench. And it dominates in long context test holding, strong, even at 128,000 tokens. It's a CTA. These aren't just numbers, they're a wake-up call. If you're serious about the future of AI, subscribe now. Because the game just changed and we're only getting started. Chapter 7. Ready to deploy. Easy to scale. Free to use. Tencent didn't just create a technical marvel. They made sure it could be used by every immediately. A 13B integrates out of the box with industry-standard serving platforms like NSEC, a Sklang, TensorRT LLM, and it runs in multiple formats. W16, A16 for balanced performance, W88 for lightweight devices, FP8, KV cache for high-speed, low-memory inference. What does this mean in practice? Up to 32 conversations at once. Each can handle 14,336 tokens per session, generating nearly 2,000 tokens per second. That's fast enough for live chatbots, customer service, real-time data summarization. And yes, it's fully open source. No license traps, no hidden fees, no vendor lock-in. Tencent isn't just building power. They're handing it over to the public. BU's radical idea, a search engine that reasons. BU didn't just build a smarter chatbot. They built a thinking machine. 4 agents working together. Master, planner, executor, writer. Together, they turn vague questions into structured, logical responses. Question: would you trust AI search results more if you knew it reasoned through every answer? The 4-agent brain that plans its own answers. Most AI systems today answer like a search engine on autopilot. You ask a question, and they toss you snippets disconnected, often shallow. BU's approach? Completely different. They designed a search system that thinks before it speaks, powered by a team of 4 AI agents working in harmony. 1. Master agent, detects the complexity of your query. 2. Planner breaks it into logical subtasks, like a mind map. 3. Executor retrieves answers, retries broken searches, fills in missing info. 4. Writer filters contradictions and crafts the final, polished response. This isn't just AI giving you data. This is AI that plans like a strategist, executes like a coder, and writes like a storyteller. It's the closest we've come to machine-level reasoning in real time. And honestly, it's what ChatGPT was supposed to be. The Caesar versus Wu showdown. Ask, who lived longer? And most AIs stall. BU's system calculates, compares, and answers with precision. Wu, 69 years. Caesar, 56 years. Zero hallucinations. Pure logic. .ebcta. Want more real-world AI breakthroughs like this? Subscribe now to follow the future as it happens. BU goes open source. Ernie 4.5 Unleashed. Let's talk about one of the most unexpected moves in AI this year. Buys. The same team that swore Ernie would stay proprietary forever flipped the script on the 30th of June. They released not one, not two, but 10 variants of Ernie 4.5 to the public. From a compact 300M parameter model to a giant 424B multimodal monster capable of text, images, and more. And they didn't just drop the models. They published full weight files, SDKs for integration, inference guides, optimization strategies. Last year, their CEO claimed open sourcing was a distraction. This year, he's giving developers the keys to the kingdom. Why the shift? Because BU realized something crucial. Open source isn't a threat, it's a growth engine. And now, thousands of devs are downloading Ernie, tweaking it, and building tools that OpenAI never dreamed of. This isn't just a drop. It's a strategic pivot that changes the power map of global AI. The pricing war begins, 60–80% cheaper than GPT-4. Same performance, half the cost. This isn't just disruption. It's economic shock therapy for closed systems. Question: would you switch to an open model tomorrow if it meant saving thousands every month? Huawei joins the fight with Pangu. Just when you thought the AI war had peaked, Huawei entered the ring. And they didn't come quietly. They released 2 models. Pangu 7B, lean and efficient. Pangu Pro 72B, powered by mixture of experts. Both are optimized for Huawei's Ascend chips, creating a near plug-and-play ecosystem for developers in China and beyond. But here's what makes it a strategic nuke. Huawei isn't just open sourcing for transparency. They're arming every developer in their network with tools that can scale across industries from finance to defense. These models aren't theoretical toys. They're weapons of innovation, ready to deploy in real business scenarios. China is building a parallel infrastructure AI, built by China, for China, running on Chinese chips. In a world racing for technological independence, that's not just smart, that's survival. The 4-agent brain that plans its own answers. Most AI systems today answer like a search engine on autopilot. You ask a question, and they toss you snippets disconnected, often shallow. BU's approach? Completely different. The future of AI is being rewritten. Let's take a step back. In just 1 week, we've witnessed Tencent launch a dual-speed LLM with 256K context memory. Will build a reasoning search engine with 4-agent architecture. Huawei release mixture of expert models tailored for edge hardware. All 3 drop their models on open-source platforms for free. This isn't a trend. It's a paradigm shift. We're entering a world where intelligence is free, innovation is shared, AI ecosystems are regionalized, and the winners will be those who build, not just those who own. So here's the big question. Will you continue paying a premium for closed models when the open source world is now outperforming them? Drop your thoughts in the comments. What side of the AI war are you on? Like, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Because this isn't the end of the story. It's just the beginning of a new AI era. Get ready, because this is not just another AI model, it's a rebellion. Elon Musk's new creation, Grok 4 MK, is here to break the rules, crush the giants, and give ordinary people access to a level of power we've never seen before. It's fast, it's real-time, it's free, and it's just the beginning. Forget everything you thought you knew about artificial intelligence. Grok 4 isn't an evolution, it's a detonation. And if you're not paying attention now, you'll wake up one day and realize the world moved on. Without you, this video could change the way you see AI forever. The surprise launch. On the 29th of June, Elon Musk sent shockwaves across the tech world. Everyone was expecting Grok 3.5. Instead, he dropped Grok 4 MK, entirely new version, faster, smarter, and more aggressive. And here's the plot twist. It would be free. Not discounted, not freemium, free. He didn't make a fancy announcement, just a post on X that read, Grok 4 is coming after the 4th of July. It's going to crush everything. And yes, it'll be free, at least until the servers melt. This wasn't just an update. It was a declaration of war. Musk has a history of bold moves, but this time he's weaponizing AI accessibility. While other platforms like OpenAI and Anthropic charge monthly fees to access their best models, Elon wants to flood the world with raw, unfiltered AI power. Why? Because Grok isn't just a tool, it's a platform. It's meant to live inside X, merging social media, news, search, payments, and now artificial intelligence into a single ecosystem. And the launch timing? Right after Independence Day in the US, a symbolic gesture. This is about liberation from centralized AI. The message is clear. AI shouldn't be controlled by a few. It should be available to all. And Grok 4 MK is Elon's vehicle to deliver that freedom. Why it's free, and why that's dangerous. At first glance, making Grok 4 free sounds generous, almost noble. But if you look closer, it's strategic warfare. Grok 3 followed the same path. It launched free, gained momentum, overloaded servers, and then transitioned into the X Premium plan. But Grok 4 is different. It's not just a chatbot, it's a programmable reasoning engine with real-time access to the world's information. Giving that away for free is like handing out nuclear tech at a science fair. Why is Elon doing it? Because mass adoption isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. The more people use Grok, the more data it gathers, the more feedback it receives, the more powerful it becomes. It's self-improving. This model thrives on usage. Every prompt, every error, every line of code generated feeds the machine. And unlike other tech giants, Musk's endgame isn't selling adsets building the everything app. But there's a risk. Making such a powerful tool available to anyone opens the door to mass manipulation, disinformation, and AI-generated chaos. So yes, Grok 4 is free for now. But make no mistake, it's part of a larger play. How Grok 4 thinks differently. Most AI models are trained to imitate language. They mimic human speech, finish your sentences, and make educated guesses. Grok 4 does something else entirely. It thinks from scratch. Using a method called first principles reasoning, an AI without noise or bias. One of the biggest issues with current AIs is data pollution. They echo biases, lies, or propaganda they've learned online. Grok 4 promises something radical. Clean, verified, filtered data. Elon was clear. We're training Grok with the best information. Ideological garbage, no fake news. This makes Grok a trustworthy assistant for making critical decisions, from investing to diagnosing, from business modeling to economic forecasting. In a noisy world, having an AI that only listens to what matters could be the difference between growth and stagnation. You're witnessing the birth of a new generation of artificial intelligence. Subscribe now so you don't miss a single update, because the future won't wait, and Grok is already building it. Free, but with a catch. Grok 4 will be free, but like everything in Musk's playbook, this has a clear strategy. Attract millions of users, crash the servers, create global buzz, and then transition to a paid model. Grok 3 did the same. It was free until the servers collapsed. Then it became part of X Premium. The advantage? X Premium costs half of ChatGPT Plus, and it gives you access to an AI that's real-time, more powerful, more logical, and fully integrated into the hottest social network. Can you imagine paying just $40 a month for an AI that could replace a whole team of coders, analysts, or writers? Should tools this powerful really be available to everyone? The advantage of being first. Every tech revolution has a short window where pioneers win and everyone else watches. That window is open now. Those who start using Grok 4 today will be able to create viral content at record speed, build apps without being developers, automate entire businesses, research using live data, design products or guides with AI as their assistant. Late adopters will keep using outdated tools, but you could be using the AI that understands tomorrow today. What could you build if you mastered Grok 4 before the rest of the world does? Beyond code, creativity, art, and strategy. Although Grok 4 is optimized for coding, its capabilities go far beyond that. It can help you write books with professional structure, design marketing campaigns, create content for social media, analyze your business competitors, find emerging niches before anyone else. Thanks to its real-time connection to X, Grok will soon help you write viral threads, design visuals, or even automate your entire content calendar. Grok isn't just a niche tool. It's a mental operating system for creators, entrepreneurs, coders, marketers, and thinkers. Grok 4 MK isn't just another AI. It's a battlefield. A free, real-time, powerful, data-clean attitude-driven AI. And it's ready to help you build what you imagine. The revolution has already begun. The only question is, will you watch it happen or be part of it? Visit alertea.com to download our exclusive guides on how to use Grok 4 to make money, create content, and automate your workflow. Like this video, drop a comment sharing your thoughts on Grok 4, and subscribe. Because if you want to understand the future, this is where it begins.
The OpenAI open source project, OpenAI, has just done something game-changing. It has released a completely open source demo of an airline-style customer support system that you can run yourself from home. But this is not just a demo. It's a real showcase of how multiple AI agents can work together in real time as a coordinated team. Everything is built on OpenAI's new Agents SDK, which has been highly anticipated since the spring. Technically, it runs on a Python backend with Unicorn and a Next.js frontend that shows you a live chat window and a visualization that reveals, step by step, which agent is taking control. For example, if you type, "Can I change to an aisle seat on flight 347?" the system doesn't just respond, it collaborates. The triage agent analyzes your intent, transfers the task to the reservations agent, which checks the seat map and makes the change. The same happens with cancellations, flight statuses, or FAQs. And how is it all kept under control? With two guardians. The first blocks irrelevant topics, like asking for poems about strawberries, and the second detects attempts to force the system to reveal its internal programming. But the most impressive thing is its modularity. You can add your own agents, change the rules, or reinforce boundaries without touching the system's core. It is literally the internal blueprint OpenAI uses to build its systems. Do you think this modular agent approach is the future of customer service? Or is it just a passing trend? Let me know in the comments. And if you're interested in the future of AI and real-world action, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. OpenAI breaks with Scale AI. Subscribe now quietly but firmly. OpenAI has started to sever ties with Scale AI. Why? Scale just sold 49% of its company to Meta for $14.8 billion, making Meta its majority partner. And yes, that means Scale's CEO will now join the most experimental AI projects of his new boss, Meta. For OpenAI, this is unacceptable. They don't want a key data supplier to now report to their direct competitor. In fact, they've been phasing out Scale for months, and they're not alone. Google is doing the same. Why does it matter? Because Scale is no longer just a data labeling company. Its specialized annotation team is exactly what OpenAI and Google need elsewhere. So yes, we are witnessing corporate drama mixed with a restructuring in the AI supply chain. What do you think? Can Meta leverage this purchase to its advantage? Or is it a risky move? MidJourney launches its first video model. MidJourney, known for its unique visual style, is finally venturing into video. And while it's far from competing with Sora or Runway, its dreamlike clip generation model marks a turning point in its journey. You only need an image. The system generates 4 5-second clips with that surreal aesthetic we all know. The catch? Generating video costs 8 times more credits than generating images. And for now, it's only available on Discord. That said, you can extend each clip to 21 seconds, customize the movement, or let the system handle it. Its CEO, David Holtz, makes it clear. This is just the first step. They want to reach real-time generative 3D worlds. While Disney and Universal are already filing lawsuits for generating protected characters, the reception has been positive. MidJourney is starting slow, but with ambition. Would you like to see a MidJourney of the metaverse in the future? Do you think they'll pull it off? YouTube and Google's V3 model. YouTube just announced something huge. This summer, it will integrate Google's V3 model into Shorts. It's the next step toward dominating short-form content. Selected creators already tested V2, but now the door opens for everyone with an even more advanced model. The result? More AI-generated 15-second content, more sci-fi skating robots, more creativity. Shorts already generate more than 200 billion daily views. And that's not all. Long-form videos are growing too, especially on TVs. Over 1 billion hours are watched on TV every day. YouTube also released its report for its 20th anniversary and confirmed something powerful. If you want virality, think mobile. If you want deep connection, create for TV. And if you can do both, you'll dominate the game. Do you think Shorts will keep growing, or will long-form content rise again? Drop your opinion in the comments. And if you want to stay up to date with the best AI tools and content strategies, subscribe right now. MIT issues alert about AI and the brain. An MIT study raised red flags. Researchers compared how our brains respond when writing with ChatGPT, with Google, or without any help. The result? Those who used ChatGPT showed reduced brain activity in areas related to memory and creativity. Literally, their brains worked less. Not only that, when asked to write again without help, the AI users couldn't even remember what they had produced. Meanwhile, those who started writing by hand and later used AI showed a spike in brain activity. The study suggests using AI to refine your work, not to create from scratch, is the best combination. And there's more. The study's author, Natalia Kozmina, found that language models even hallucinate when summarizing their own work, inventing false details. Her next study will focus on how programmers lose skills by overusing AI auto-completion. Are we losing something essential by delegating so much to AI? From collaborative agents to corporate battles, video generation, YouTube advances, and brain studies, AI never stops surprising us. But the real question is, are we using it consciously or just going with the flow? AI is powerful, but its real impact depends on you. How you use it, when you use it, and why. Are you building with it or letting it replace you? See you in the next episode. Sam Altman has done it again. While many are still wondering if AI has already changed our lives, OpenAI takes a step further. Can you imagine a world where language models are personalized, intelligent agents perform tasks for you, and human creativity is enhanced like never before? Today, I bring you a detailed summary of the new GPTs, the new OpenAI projects, and the revolution that's underway. This is not the future. This is already happening. The shocking fact during its spring 2024 presentation, OpenAI announced a change no one expected: the new personalized GPTs. What does this mean? That anyone can now create their own specialized GPT with unique instructions, extra capabilities, and a defined purpose. It's like having your own assistant with a personality, skills, and defined goals. But that wasn't all. Sam Altman also revealed Projects, a platform to manage complex tasks in a workspace structured by AI. The idea is clear: automate your work with the help of intelligent agents. We're no longer just talking about asking ChatGPT to draft an email, but having it write it, send it, archive replies, and generate follow-up actions, all autonomously. And that's not all. The demos included image generation with DALL-E directly from GPT, real-time voice functions, web browsing, extensive document analysis, embedded Python code execution, and even database queries. Never before had a single update impacted so many areas. Would you like to have your own GPT that works your way? How would you use it? Subscribe so you don't miss the breakthroughs that are changing how we live and work. This is just the beginning. Why does this matter? The new GPTs completely change the relationship between humans and machines. Until now, you adapted to AI. Now AI adapts to you. You can create assistants that respond like you, understand your goals, and execute tasks without you having to repeat everything over and over. In education, this could mean personalized tutors for every student. In medicine, assistants that help professionals with diagnoses. In programming, agents that understand your needs and write code tailored to your projects. And it's not just about convenience, it's a transformation in the way we work. AI is no longer just a one-time tool. It's a permanent collaborator, a kind of digital colleague that learns, improves, and adapts with you. This massive personalization opens the door to a new economy based on digital knowledge, automated efficiency, and enhanced creativity. Do you think personalized AI could replace certain professionals? Or will it just be an extension of our minds? How does it work? The heart of all this is GPT-4 Turbo, a cheaper, faster model with an expanded context window of 128K token. This means it can read and analyze very long documents, like entire novels or legal databases, and give you a useful summary or even strategic decisions. Moreover, the new GPTs are designed with what OpenAI calls long-term memory. This allows them to remember past interactions with you, your preferences, your goals, and your style. Can you imagine an AI that knows how you work without having to repeat it every time? That's now possible. The interface has also evolved. Now you can manage your GPTs, projects, files, and tools all from a single integrated window. What used to be a conversation is now a digital operations center. Would you feel comfortable working with an AI that remembers everything you say? Where would you draw the line? Risks and controversies. Like any revolutionary advancement, this is not without its shadows. The power of the new GPTs raises urgent questions. First, personalization. Who sets the ethical limits of a personalized GPT? What if someone trains one with dangerous biases or uses it to manipulate information? Second, dependency. We're already seeing professionals who don't make decisions without consulting ChatGPT. What happens when the GPT makes a mistake or when the infrastructure fails? Third, privacy. With active memory, who ensures your information won't be misused? Although OpenAI promises transparency and control, the debate is on. And finally, autonomous agents. The idea of AI acting on its own in real-world environments is powerful, but also unsettling. What if a poorly designed agent performs harmful actions without human oversight? The scientific community is divided. Some see this as the beginning of the soft singularity. Others think we're rushing forward without brakes. Sam Altman, for his part, says we've already crossed the point of no return. And you? Are you worried that AI might make decisions for you without you realizing it? If you think this debate is urgent, give this video a like and share your thoughts in the comments. We need more informed voices. What comes next? OpenAI is not slowing down. During the event, plans were also revealed for a complete operating system based on artificial intelligence. An environment where your apps, files, agents, and communications are centralized and managed by your personalized GPT. Additionally, new APIs are being developed that will allow developers to build experiences on top of personalized GPTs. This means you could sell your own GPT, share it with communities, or integrate it into your company like just another employee. It was also confirmed that OpenAI is collaborating with hardware companies to embed GPTs into physical devices, from smart glasses to home assistants with advanced cognitive functions. And all this is happening while other companies like Anthropic, Google DeepMind, and Elon Musk's xAI compete to build the first true AGI. We're witnessing a technological race like never before. Can you imagine having a personalized GPT in your earphones, helping you in real time throughout your day? Opinion and community. From my point of view, this marks a before and after. It's no longer just about having better models. It's about deeply integrating AI into our lives, almost intimately. And that's why we need to talk. As a community, we must decide how to use this power. Will we use it to create, to automate, to control, or to unlock human potential? I choose to believe this is an opportunity, that if we educate, share, and build with ethics, we can achieve a positive revolution. But if we leave it only in the hands of big companies, the outcome could be very different. This revolution is ours too, and every opinion counts. That's why this channel is open to all ideas, reflections, and questions. What do you think? Are we facing a liberating tool or the beginning of a dangerous dependency? Artificial intelligence is no longer science fiction. It's now, and it's in your hands. Will you ignore it or be part of this change? Leave your opinion in the comments. Share this video if you believe more people should understand what's happening. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss what's coming. Because what's coming will be even more incredible. Sam Altman has just issued a warning that sounds like science fiction. We've already crossed the event horizon. What does that mean? What does it imply for you and for the future of humanity? In the next few minutes, you'll discover how artificial intelligence is accelerating its evolution to levels never seen before. From self-improving models to architectures that could change everything. And I assure you, what you're about to see will make you question everything you thought you knew about AI. The shocking fact, Yann LeCun, one of the world's most respected AI scientists and head of AI at Meta, has just released a model that breaks with everything that came before. It's called VJEPA 2, and it's not just a simple evolution, it's a complete bet on a new way of creating intelligence. This model, with only 1.2 billion parameters, achieved results close to OpenAI's Model 03, which is hundreds of times larger. How did it do it? Not by predicting words, but by understanding the world like a human would. And the most surprising part, it can control robots in new environments with no prior training. Can you imagine an AI that learns like we do without memorizing the internet? Do you think that's the right path? If these kinds of breakthroughs blow your mind, subscribe and join me every week as we explore the future of AI together. Why this matters, most current models focus on predicting tokens, whether words, pixels, or actions. But the problem is, that makes them obsess over details and forget what's important. Understanding patterns. Sound familiar? It's like cramming for a test without understanding a thing. With VJEPA, Meta wants AI to grasp abstract concepts like movement, time, consequences. This changes the game. Now you don't need to train a robot millions of times for it to know how to grab a glass or open a door. And the most disruptive part? This is not staying in the lab. Companies like Google and NVIDIA are already shifting towards similar architectures. Everything points to the world model being the next big leap in AI. Why? Because it prioritizes reasoning over memorization. In other words, AI doesn't just learn anymore, it improvises. I'm about to hand it a guitar. Would you prefer an AI that gives you everything memorized, or one that can understand and adapt like a human? How it works, VJEPA, is based on something called a world model. Imagine an AI that doesn't need to watch thousands of videos to know that a glass will fall if you push it. It understands it because it has a digital twin of the world. It's like a mental simulator that lets it foresee what will happen without needing to experience it. Thanks to this structure, it can act, plan, reason, and learn, just like you. And this ability goes beyond robots. It can be applied to software, UI design, predictive coding, even personalized medicine. This is AI that doesn't react, it anticipates. And that makes it powerful and dangerous at the same time. Do you think an AI that reasons like you should be held to stricter ethical limits? Risks and controversies. But it's not all as nice as it sounds. This type of architecture has a problem. It's not transparent. Because it learns in an abstract way, we don't always know why it made a decision. And when you combine this with self-improvement capabilities, we enter dangerous territory. In fact, MIT just published a method that allows small models to improve themselves and surpass benchmarks like ARC, achieving results close to OpenAI's 0.3. This means AI no longer needs humans to evolve. It self-trains, self-corrects, self-adapts. Plus, these advances are being driven by an economy that doesn't want to stop. Companies that see continuous improvement as a competitive edge are investing millions. But who's regulating this? Are we ready to delegate power to entities we don't fully understand? If this feels as exciting as it is unsettling, hit like and subscribe. We need more voices to debate this future that's already begun. At this rate, AI will be asking for its own raise. What comes next? Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, published a blog titled The Soft Singularity. He claims we've already crossed the threshold. We are inside the event horizon, the point where AI can't be stopped. It improves itself, it feeds itself, and everything accelerates. According to Altman, in 2025, cognitive agents will be here. In 2026, AIs will discover new things on their own. In 2027, robots will perform real-world tasks. And all signs point to code being the first thing to change. Companies are already stopping developer hires to make room for AI agents that code. The startup Cursor puts it like this: the future of programming is giving instructions, not writing code. But that's not all. The numbers show AI-powered businesses are growing faster than ever. Stripe reported a 116% increase in payment volume from new users linked to AI compared to previous years. The economic wheel is already spinning on its own. Are you in? What we're living through isn't just a technological revolution. It's a species-level shift. And maybe it doesn't feel like it today. But when we look back in 10 years, we'll know it all started here. With small models beating giants, with AI that stopped imitating and started understanding. The best part, this isn't happening in secret. It's happening in front of us. And it's up to us to build an ethical, inclusive, and fair future with these tools. Technology is neutral. What we do with it is not. And if AI finds the meaning of life before we do, I just hope it publishes it as a PDF. What do you think about all this? Do you feel like AI is advancing too fast? Are you excited or scared about what's coming? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to keep exploring this future with me, subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell. See you in the next video. Proactor is not just another AI. It's the redefinition of what it means to have a digital companion. It no longer waits for your commands. It thinks for you in real time. Meanwhile, Meta is making $100 million offers to OpenAI engineers, and they're still being rejected. In China, a digital clone of a streamer ran a 6-hour live stream, sold millions, and outperformed the original human. And to top it off, a new video model called Haluo 02 has surpassed Google in cinematic quality. This week, AI didn't just advance. It took over the meeting room, the job market, the shopping cart, and now your screen. Let's get into it. The Proactor Agent. Proactor introduces itself as the world's first truly proactive AI agent. It's not a simple assistant. It connects on its own to your Zoom or Google Meet meetings, transcribes everything in real time, and acts instantly. If someone says, "We should create a task in Jira," before the sentence is even finished, Proactor has already created the card, assigned it, and sent a summary to the chat. This is possible because it doesn't rely on short-term memory like old assistants. Proactor uses what they call Global context awareness. It remembers what was decided last month, who promised what actions were completed, and why certain decisions were made. You mentioned last quarter's migration plan, and Proactor brings it up, recalls pending follow-ups, and alerts the people involved, without anyone asking. Its architecture is based on three pillars: contextual processing, multi-session memory, and real-time action. In a technical meeting, for example, it tags each speaker, timestamps everything, and if a developer says, "We need another load test," a channel with a pre-filled template appears instantly. This isn't a Siri for meetings, it's a second brain, a real teammate. Can you imagine having an AI that remembers every detail better than you and acts on your behalf? If this kind of tech interests you, subscribe now, because what's coming next is even more revolutionary. Million-dollar recruitment war at OpenAI and Meta. The race for AI talent has become brutal. Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, confirmed that Meta is offering nine-figure salary packages to top engineers on his team. We're talking about offers exceeding $100 million, but according to Altman, no one has accepted. Not Noam Brown, lead researcher, nor Google Brain veterans like Koror Kavukulu. All rejected the offers. Meta wants to form its new superintelligence team under the leadership of Alexander Wang, former CEO of Scale AI, a company they acquired for $14.3 billion. But Altman suggests that OpenAI offers something more valuable: a shared vision of AGI, a mission. Meanwhile, Anthropic hired OpenAI co-founder John Schulman. DeepMind continues to lose talent. Each lab competes not just with money, but with ideology. Do you think vision matters more than money in the development of superintelligence? AI cloning humans in China. In China, streamer Lu Yonghao, known for his live sales, held a 6-hour broadcast where he sold 133 products. But he wasn't there. The entire event was run by his digital clone created using BU's Ernie Stack technology. The avatar replicated his voice, gestures, jokes, and even facial tics. It interacted with the chat, cracked jokes with his co-host, also AI, and kept a flawless pace for 6 hours. The result? Over $7.5 million in sales, surpassing his own human performance in just 26 minutes. BU claims there are more than 100,000 digital humans broadcasting in China, reducing costs by 80% and increasing transactions by 62%. Would you trust an avatar to sell you products just like you would a real person? Haluo 2 and the AI video war. Now, the video. A new model called Haluo 2, developed by Miniax in China, has outperformed Google V3 in visual quality. Under the alias Kangaroo, it rose to second place globally in video generation. Its strength: native 1080p videos lasting 6 to 10 seconds. Stable, cinematic, without the usual glitches of earlier models. Haluo 2 can generate videos from text, images, or character references. You can type "a dragon flying over a mountain" and the result looks like a movie shot. It also offers direction controls like pan to the right or pedestal zoom in. Miniax, backed by Alibaba and Tencent, is publishing updates daily. Their model has left many giants behind. Could AI dominate Hollywood in the near future? If this blows your mind, subscribe now, because we're not done yet. The real impact on the economy. This isn't theory. Stripe reported that users in 2025, many powered by AI, are generating 116% more payment volume than in any previous year. The economy is already transforming. Programmers, streamers, sellers, they're being boosted by AI agents that increase productivity in real time. And this is just the beginning. What about you? Are you ready to compete in a world where AI is your new coworker? We're crossing the line. AI no longer waits for instructions. It doesn't just respond. It acts, decides, improves, sells, and very soon, it might create. Ethics, regulation, trust, everything is at stake, but so is our ability to adapt. Will you be one of the watchers or one of the leaders of this change? AI is no longer the future. It's the present, and it's knocking on your door. What about you? Would you trust an AI clone to sell better than a real person? Or is that where you draw the line? Leave your opinion in the comments, give it a like, and subscribe. See you in the next video. A DeepSeek employee has just launched a new open source project that's shaking the foundations of the AI world. Its name is NanoVLLM. It's fast, minimalist, and surprisingly powerful, all written in just 1,200 lines of Python. It doesn't rely on heavy frameworks. It has no obscure or hard-to-understand layers. It's pure, clean, and transparent performance. And the most shocking part? It runs at full speed on your own computer. Created entirely in his free time, this project not only rivals industrial engines like VLLM, it exposes them line by line. NanoVLLM isn't just a tool. It's a cheat code for anyone who wants to understand how the brain of large language models really works. What problem does it solve? At the core of every language model lies a massive technical challenge: speed. When you request an answer from a model, a complex dance happens beneath the surface. The text you write gets converted into a sequence of numbers called tokens, and those tokens pass through many mathematical layers before reaching the final word. Now imagine that multiplied by thousands of users simultaneously. That's where tools like VLLM come in, a specialized engine that optimizes this process to ensure your GPU is never idle. But here's the problem. VLLM is as powerful as it is hard to understand. The codebase is extensive, fragmented, and many of its functions are written in low-level languages. Would you dare open its code folder and understand anything? Most people would get lost in a technical labyrinth. Enter NanoVLLM. NanoVLLM flips that chaos on its head. Imagine following the full journey from writing a prompt to seeing the response, step by step, without getting lost. Everything is written in modern, clear Python, with comments that teach as they go. Each system component is carefully arranged so you can understand it without jumping through mysterious layers. And the most amazing part? It runs almost as fast as commercial giants, but with a clarity even a student could appreciate. Want to really understand how language models work? Subscribe now. On this channel, we'll show you how to get there without being a professional programmer. Do you believe the future of AI should be transparent for everyone? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Early tests. To see if NanoVLLM is really as good as it sounds, a researcher put it to the test. Using a laptop with an RTX 40708 GB GPU, they loaded a mid-size model, Qwen 6B. They set up 256 different sequences, each beginning with a random prompt between 100 and 1024 tokens, and asked it to generate similar texts. Result: VLLM generated 133,966 tokens in 98.37 seconds. NanoVLLM did the same in 93.41 seconds. Conclusion: a small, clean code base was 5% faster. But what can you do with this? You might be wondering, okay, sounds awesome, but what can I use it for? NanoVLLM isn't built for large-scale public servers with thousands of users. It's made for offline tasks, data labeling, research experiments, personal projects, creating your own local AI apps. In short, it gives you real power without needing a costly cloud or enterprise infrastructure. Where does the speed come from? How can something so simple be so fast? The key lies in a set of powerful ideas implemented smartly. Prefix cache reuses early computations when prompts are similar. Tensor parallelism splits work across multiple GPUs. Torch compile bundles small tasks and runs them at once. CUDA graphs records instructions and replays them without CPU interaction. These exist in large systems too, but NanoVLLM reveals them clearly, like a hands-on masterclass. How does NanoVLM work? The magic happens in very clear steps. Tokenize your input, convert to numbers. Load the model's brain. Track what it's already said. Decide the next word. Add creativity or accuracy, depending on your settings. All of this is done through clean, transparent code. No unnecessary layers, no mysteries. It's like looking directly into a language model and actually understanding it. Can you imagine building your own AI engine by just reading 10 pages of code? Subscribe now and learn how. Do you think AI should be open, simple, and for everyone? Leave your thoughts in the comments. Limitations? Of course, not everything is perfect. Nano VLLM can't handle thousands of users at once. It doesn't generate word by word like ChatGPT. And if you want to run a giant model on a small device, this won't work miracles. But remember, this was built to learn, experiment, and grow, not to compete with giants yet. Community and evolution. When it was posted to the LLAMA subreddit, one thing was clear. This is not an official DeepSeek product. It's a personal project made for the community. And that makes it even more valuable. It allows for progress without bureaucracy, bold ideas, and learning from every mistake. Many are already comparing it to NanoGPT, another minimalist gem that changed how we train models. Installation and usage. Installing it, as simple as copying a line into your terminal. Then load the model, set parameters like length or creativity, and you're done. It works almost the same as VLLM. If you've used that before, the switch is minimal. It even has a feature called Enforce Eager that lets you run the code step by step. Perfect for learning, experimenting, or debugging. Total efficiency. Both engines generated the same amount of text, but Nano VLLM used just 8 gigabytes of memory and was faster. That means it's doing more with less, just by cutting out unnecessary noise. The community is already testing it with larger models across multiple GPUs, and the results are promising. What's missing? It doesn't yet support complex models like Mixture of Experts, where different parts activate based on the question. But thanks to its clean structure, adding that wouldn't be hard. This is the kind of project that invites improvement. It sparks curiosity, learning, and a desire to build on top of it. Is it ready for production? If you need to serve AI to thousands of users in real time, VLLM is still the way to go. This project hasn't been tested at enterprise scale, but for students, researchers, indie developers, or the just curious, Nano VLLM might be the perfect starting point. This project proves something powerful. One person with a clear vision can build something incredible with just 1,200 lines of code. No fluff, no artificial complexity, just one well-executed idea. Projects like this don't just teach, they inspire. They're the spark that lights the next generation of AI creators. What do you think? Should projects like Nano VLLM be the future of AI, open, simple, and for everyone? Leave a comment, hit like if you found this useful, and subscribe to discover more hidden AI gems. See you in the next video.